All right, Rose, this is your scan analysis. This is actually take 3. I keep getting interrupted, which is my own fault, but whatever. I'm trying to do this at work. All right, so what I'm going to do is compare your scan that happened on last week, November 11th, to the scan that happened 12 weeks ago, and then compare your scan that happened last week to your scan that happened 6 weeks ago. All right, so not much, water fluctuation in the last 6 weeks. You lost, basically 0.2 pounds of water, or you gained 0.2 pounds of water, which is insignificant. And then in the 12 weeks, you gained 1.1 pounds of water, but that's really insignificant, okay? As far as dry lean mass, this is muscle cells only. You actually stayed the same in the last 6 weeks. And then overall, you gained 0.3 pounds of muscle cells. So your lean body mass went up 0.2 pounds in the last 6 weeks, and then it went up 1.3 pounds overall in the 12 weeks. And then the most movement was here in your fat loss, in which we know most of that all of that happened really in the last 6 weeks. So you lost in the last 6 weeks 3.8 pounds of fat, because you started with 46.8 pounds, and then you went up 0.8 pounds, 47 in the first 6 weeks. So you lost that 0.8 pounds plus 3 more in the last 6 weeks. And so into 12 weeks, your net loss of fat is 3.1 pounds. Okay? So if we look at body weight, in the last 6 weeks, you lost 3.6 pounds. And then overall in the 12 weeks, you lost 1.8 pounds because you lost fat, but you also gained muscle. Majority of your muscle gain took place in the first 6 weeks, and then majority of your fat loss took place in the last 6 weeks, which is pretty interesting and pretty cool. All right, so right here, if you just take a look at, this was the C body shape that you started with. Stayed pretty close to the same the first 6 weeks there. And then it definitely flattened out a little bit in this last 6 weeks because you lost 3.6 pounds. Okay, 1.8 pounds overall in the 12 weeks. You didn't gain much muscle in this past 6 weeks, but your net gain is 9 pounds of muscle, not 9 pounds, 0.9 pounds. So almost 1 full pound of muscle was gained in the 12 weeks. And then you lost 3.8 pounds of body fat in the last 6 weeks, with your total body fat loss 3.1 pounds total in the 12 weeks. All right, so in the last 6 weeks, you lost 2% of your body fat, and overall you lost 1.9% of your body fat. Now, in terms of where that muscle gain took place, and again, most of it took place in the first 6 weeks, but this is overall. You gained 0.13 pounds in your right arm, and you gained the ability to support your body weight by 3.7%, which is good. And then you gained 0.09 in your left arm, gained 2.9% ability to support your body weight. You gained 0.6 pounds in your core, which is gained 2.2% ability to support your body weight. And then in your leg, you gained 0.24 pounds, and you gained 2.1 ability to support your body weight. And in your left leg, 0.35 pounds, and you gained 2.9% ability to support your body weight. In the past 6 weeks, you actually lost some tiny bit in your legs and in your trunk. Very insignificant amount, but your legs your arms and your trunk, you lost a tiny bit. And then in your legs, you did increase slightly in the last 6 weeks as well. Okay, so that was what happened with your muscle. Now, with your body fat, when we first started, body fat loss recommendation was 19 pounds. At the 6 week mark, it was down to 19.4. And then this time it's down to 15.2. So it's less 4.2 pounds in the last 6 weeks, and overall it's less 3.8 pounds. So where did that body fat loss take place? So in the last 6 weeks, 0.2 pounds off of each arm, 2.4 pounds off of your trunk, and then 0.2 pounds off of each leg. And so overall, you lost 0.2 pounds off of each arm. You lost 1.8 pounds of body fat off of your trunk, and then you lost 0.4, almost half a pound off of each leg. And your visceral fat levels decreased 1 level between your 6 week scan and now. So that's really good. And again, visceral fat levels, anything 10 or below, is considered healthy. and you're at a level 8, so that's great. You started at a level 9, so you didn't start with a bad level of visceral fat anyway, and it did decrease a level in the last 6 weeks, okay? So in addition to that, you started with 33.4% body fat, and women only want it to be anywhere between 18 and 28, and you ended at 31.5, so definitely getting closer to that 18 to 28%. So all in all, a good skin, a lot of body fat loss between the 6-week mark and now, and then a lot of strength gain. Basically, we could say from the start to 6 week, and then you maintain that, increasing it a little bit in your legs from the 6-week mark until now. So definitely headed in the right direction in the last 6 weeks with the dietary changes that you made. Let me know if you have any questions.